In the powder-packed pandemonium of 2025, where boots that buckle under pressure or blister in the cold spell disaster for your downhill destiny, a revolution rolls in. Ski boots that redefine responsiveness, fit, and forward lean with BOA breakthroughs and flex finesse that outpace 2024's clunkers by 25% in energy transfer and 20% in all-day comfort, per Blister Review and Gear Junkie benchmarks. From Fischer's race-ready RC4 to Salomon Supra sorcery, these 6 ski boots will change how you ski forever. Spotlight stomp-worthy saviors vetted for 120-plus flex fury, 100mm-plus lasts, and customizable cuffs that conquer everything from corduroy carves to crud conquests. Ranging $500–$1,000, these picks fueled by a 28% boot innovation boom, Statista forecast, crush cuff clunkers like Rossignol All-Track 120, stiff but stuffy, or Headcore 120, tough but toe-trapping, skip the hype, buckle up for the breakthrough where every flex forwards fortune. Let's lace the legends one pivot at a time. Number 6. Atomic Hawx Magna 130 ECS. The Atomic Hawx Magna 130S surges 2025 as the wide-footed warrior's whisper of revolution. Its 102mm last shell 13. 2mm thick with ProLite construction housing, a 130 flex powerhouse with Mimic Platinum liner that molds to generous calves like a custom glove, clinching America's best boot fitter's wide fit wonder for its power shift adjustability, 13 to 17 degree forward lean that out-edges Tecnica Mach1 by 15% in quickness on choppy crud per 2025 blister trials. At $650, this Magna Maestro deploys a 5-buckle system with cam straps for micro custom fit, grip walk soles for traction triumph, and memory fit heat molding that expands 6mm forefoot to 10mm ankle without boot fitter woes, while the 3M Thinsulate insulation, 200G, traps 70-degree thrust inside at 10-degree synced to Alpine app for flex tracking. The PU shell shrugs 5,000-plus flex cycles, fitting shelves with flame-retardant midsole for fire pit proximity, all at IPX4 for slush defiance. Updated 2025 with Magna S Pro, extra toe cap, this Atomic nods Hawx heritage with matte black-red finishes, forums frothing its Magna magic that trumps Lange Shadow in volume versatility. At $650, it underbids Salomon S Pro in flex forgiveness, 130mm20, but Magna's 102mm last, aligning with 2025's wide-wake wave via female-friendly molding. The liner's platinum padding conquers pressure curses, the outsole's grip walk conquering icy slips, a wide dynamo where every buckle buckles brilliance. In 2025's boot brouhaha, the Hawx Magna 130S surges supremely, a PU powerhouse fusing volume victory with flex finesse, empowering wide warriors with boot bastions that appreciate as accessibly as they don't buckle before witnessing the Magna mastery. At 1-800 pair, it's shelf-stable. Female YKK buckles feed solo setups. Dust filters washable biannually. Buy for wide bliss. Skip if you crave true race stiffness. Atomic's Q to volume vanguard. Number 5. Lange Shadow 130 LV. And the Lange Shadow 130 LV shadows 2025 as the low-volume Leviathan of linear flex. Its 97mm last shell 13. 5mm thick with dual pivot design housing, a 130 flex Phantom with seamless liner that silences slippage like a stealth strike, clinching America's best boot fitters a stable sensation for its suspension blade tech that halves energy loss for 20% quicker edge-to-edge than Fischer RC4. Per 2025 Blister Review trials. At $750, this Shadow Sorcerer deploys 4-buckle system with MacroBotch micro adjustments for micro custom fit, grip walk soles for traction triumph, and heat moldable liner that conforms in 5 minutes with 6mm forefoot expansion, while the 3M Thinsulate insulation, 200-degree, traps 75 degrees inside at 15 degrees and synced to Lange app for flex tracking. The PU shell shrugs 6,000-plus flex cycles, fitting shelves with flame-retardant midsole for fire pit proximity, all at IPX4 for slush defiance. Updated 2025 with Shadow LV Pro, extra ankle padding, this Lange nods RX lineage with matte black-white finishes, forums frothing its shadow silence that trumps Salomon S Pro in linear flex. At $750, it underbids Tecnica Mach1 in pivot precision, dual versus single, but shadows 97 millions or last, aligning with 2025's low-volume lowdown via female-friendly molding. The liner's seamless seam conquers slippage curses, the outsole's grip walk conquering icy slips, a low-volume Leviathan where every pivot pivots power. In 2025's boot brouhaha, the Shadow 130LV shadows supremely, a PU Phantom fusing pivot precision with flex finesse, empowering low-volume lords with boot bastions that appreciate as accessibly as they adapt on shadow before witnessing the shadow sorcery. The 2025 Pro firmware injects Suspension Blade 2.0 for 95% energy accuracy on desert dunes, verified via Lange tests. Macro buckles beam 360 adjustment for 120-degree sweet spot, and night mode autoducts dynamics 20% without dulling drama. Number 4. Nordica Sportmachine 3 120. The Nordica Sportmachine 3 120 machines 2026 as the mid-volume maestro of mountain mastery. It's 100mm last shell 13. 8mm thick with 3/4 construction housing, a 120 flex powerhouse with Primaloft liner that molds to medium feet like a machine-made miracle, clinching Ski Monster's mid-volume marvel for its honeycomb exoskeleton that boosts energy transfer 25% faster than Lange Shadow per 2025 blister review trials. At $550, this sport machine sorcerer deploys 4-buckle system with macro micro adjustments for micro custom fit, grip walk soles for traction triumph, and 3D black cork liner that molds in 5 minutes with 5mm forefoot expansion, while the Primaloft insulation, 150-degree, traps 70 degrees inside at 10 degrees, synced to Nordica app for flex tracking. The PU shell shrugs 5,500 plus flex cycles, fitting shelves with flame-retardant midsole for fire pit proximity, all at IPX4 for slush defiance. Updated 2025 with Sportmachine 3 Pro, extra ankle padding, this Nordica nods speed machine lineage with matte black-white finishes, forums frothing its machine magic that trumps Tecnica Mach1 in honeycomb harmony. At $550, it underbids Salomon S Pro in flex forgiveness, 120, but Sportmachine's 100mm last, aligning with 2025's mid-volume Midas via female-friendly molding. The liner's cork comfort conquers pressure curses, the outsole's grip walk conquering icy slips, a mid-volume machine where every buckle buckles brilliance. In 2025's boot brouhaha, the Sportmachine 3 120 machines masterfully, APU powerhouse fusing honeycomb harmony with flex finesse, empowering mid-volume masters with boot bastions that appreciate as accessibly as they adapt machine before witnessing the Sportmachine sorcery. The 2025 Pro firmware injects 3-Force 2.0 for 95% energy accuracy on desert dunes, verified via Nordica tests. Number 3. Tecnica Mach1 MV 120. The Tecnica Mach1 MV 120 machines 2025 as the medium-volume marvel of mountain mastery. Its 100mm last shell, 13.8mm thick, with CAS shell housing, a 120 flex powerhouse with sport fit liner that molds to medium feet like a machine-made miracle. Clinching Ski Monster's Mach1 mid-volume for its T-Drive carbon connector that boosts energy transfer 30% faster than Nordica Sportmachine, per 2025 blister review trials. At $600, this Mach1 Maestro deploys 4-buckle system with macro micro adjustments for micro custom fit, grip walk soles for traction triumph, and CAS heat moldable liner that expands 4mm forefoot 6mm ankle in 5 minutes, while the Primaloft insulation, 150 degrees, traps 70 degrees inside at 10 degrees, synced to Tecnica app for flex tracking. The PU shell shrugs 5,500 plus flex cycles, fitting shelves with flame-retardant midsole for fire pit proximity, all at IPX4 for slush defiance. Updated 2025 with Mach1 MV Pro, extra ankle padding. This Tecnica nods Mach1 heritage with matte black-white finishes, forums frothing its Mach1 magic that trumps Salomon S Pro in T-Drive tenacity. At $600, it underbids Fischer RC4 in flex forgiveness, 120 versus 140, but Mach 1's 100mm last, aligning with 2025's mid-volume Midas via female-friendly molding. The liner's CAS comfort conquers pressure curses, the outsole's grip walk conquering icy slips, a mid-volume machine where every buckle buckles brilliance. In 2025's boot brouhaha, the Mach 1 MV 120 machines masterfully, a PU powerhouse fusing T-drive tenacity with flex finesse, empowering mid-volume masters with boot bastions that appreciate as accessibly as they adapt-don't machine before witnessing the Mach1 mastery. At 1,600 grand pair, it's shelf-stable. Female YKK buckles feed solo setups. Dust filters washable biannually. Buy for mid-volume bliss. Skip if you crave high-volume hug Tecnica's Q to Mach 1 mastery. Number 2. Salomon S Pro Supra 120 Dual BOA. The Salomon S Pro Supra 120 Dual BOA boots 2025 as the BOA-bound bandit of boot breakthroughs, its 100mm last shell 13. 5mm thick with dual BOA dials, housing a 120 flex powerhouse with custom-fit Pro liner that molds to medium feet like a machine-made miracle, clinching Gear Junkie's BOA boot breakthrough for its H+I1 system that distributes pressure 90% evenly for 25% quicker entry than Tecnica Mach1 per 2025 blister review trials. At $840, this super sorcerer deploys dual dials for micro-custom fit, 4-foot cuff, grip walk soles for traction triumph, and heat-moldable liner that expands 5mm forefoot in 5 minutes, while the Primaloft insulation, 150°, traps 70° knowers inside at 10°, synced to Salomon app for flex tracking. The PU shell shrugs 5,500 plus flex cycles, fitting shelves with flame-retardant midsole for fire pit proximity, all at IPX4 for slush defiance. Updated 2025 with Super Dual Pro, extra ankle padding, this Salomon nods S Pro heritage with matte black-white finishes, forums frothing its BOA bandit that trumps Fischer RC4 in dial dynamism. At $840, it underbids Lange Shadow in flex forgiveness, 120 versus 130, but Supra's 100mm last, aligning with 2025's BOA bound via female-friendly dials. The liner's custom-fit comfort conquers pressure curses, the outsole's grip walk conquering icy slips, a BOA-bound bandit where every dial dials dynamism. In 2025's boot brouhaha, the S Pro Supra 120 Dual BOA boots breakthrough, a PU powerhouse fusing dial dynamism with flex finesse, empowering medium masters with boot bastions that appreciate as accessibly as they adapt-don't BOA before witnessing the Supra sorcery. The 2025 Pro firmware injects H+I1 2.0 for 95% pressure accuracy on Dunes Desert Dunes, verified via Salomon tests. Dual dials beam 360 adjustment for 120° sweet spot, and night mode auto ducts dynamics 20% without dulling drama. Number 1. Fischer RC4 PRO MV BOA. The Fischer RC4 PRO MV BOA races 2025 as the race-ready rebel of boot breakthroughs. It's 100mm last shell 13. 5mm thick with BOA H+I1 dials, housing a 140 flex powerhouse with zip-fit liner that molds to medium feet like a machine-made miracle, clinching Gear Junkie's BOA boot breakthrough for its single-component injection that boosts energy transfer 30% faster than Salomon S Pro per 2025 blister review trials. At $1,050, this RC4 racer deploys dual dials for micro-custom fit, 4-foot cuff, grip walk soles for traction triumph, and vacuum moldable liner that expands 6mm forefoot in 5 minutes, while the Primaloft insulation, 200°, traps 75° millars inside at 15°, synced to Fischer app for flex tracking. The TPU shell shrugs 6,000 plus flex cycles, fitting shelves with flame-retardant midsole for fire pit proximity, all at IPX4 for slush defiance. Updated 2025 with RC4 PRO MV Pro, extra ankle padding, this Fischer nods RC4 heritage with matte black-white finishes, forums frothing its RC4 Rebel that trumps Lange Shadow in BOA boldness. At $1,050, it underbids Tecnica Mach1 in Flex Fury, 104 is 120, but RC4's 100mm last, aligning with 2025's race-ready Rebel via female-friendly dials. The liner's zip-fit zip conquers pressure curses, the outsole's grip walk conquering icy slips, a race-ready Rebel where every dial dials dynamism. In 2025's boot brouhaha, the RC4 PRO MV BOA races resplendently, a TPU Titan fusing BOA boldness with flex finesse, empowering medium masters with boot bastions that appreciate as accessibly as they adapt-don't race before witnessing the RC4 Rebel. The 2025 Pro firmware injects H+I1 2.0 for 95% pressure accuracy on Dune's desert dunes. Verified via Fischer tests. Dual dials beam 360 adjustment for 120-degree sweet spot, and night mode auto ducks dynamics 20% without dulling drama.